Hey everybody, welcome to the replay. Those of you watching the replay, I wanted to hop in here today because I wanted to share with you some ideas that I have had recently about, excuse me, changing your diet. And I also thought that since it's International Women's Day, it would be a great time for me to share this message. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ricki Heller of rickiheller.com. Welcome to all the new faces here. And I want to talk about my dating history today. And believe it or not, this is connected to our diets and how we eat. So during my 20s and 30s, I tended to date guys who were really not the best choice. And I had this sort of vision in my mind because my first love, and going back to my roots, is writing. I've always been a writer and I love writing. Hey, hi there. And so I always thought that I would have to meet somebody who was, of course, smart and funny and romantic, but also I wanted someone who was creative, who was kind of like an artist, or should I say artiste. And so I ended up dating these guys who fit the bill, but were actually not good for me, were not good matches for me. So, I think about, for instance, the actor who ended up basically with his sarcasm and cutting remarks was just making fun of me all the time. And then I dated a musician who cheated on me repeatedly. And I dated a writer who basically was a homeless guy, really, that, didn't earn enough to live on. And so I was always paying for everything. And then one day it sort of like hit me, what am I doing? This is clearly not good for me. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to only date men who were better suited. And, it was sort of like the angel and devil on my shoulder thinking, but you're not attracted to those guys. You're attracted to these artists and these guys with this inner turmoil. But in fact, what happened was once I made that decision, I was able to see all kinds of positive attributes in men that I maybe never would have considered before. And in fact, when I met my now husband, and we are going to be celebrating 24 years together next month, I remember thinking, what? I mean, like he was smart and he was funny, totally not romantic in terms of romantic gestures, but the guy was an industrial designer. I mean, that's like a hop, skip, and a jump from engineer, right? And he wore the plaid shirts. I mean, he just wasn't what I had had in my mind. And yet, he is a fabulous person, all those good qualities as well. And I was able to get over myself and realize that this was a good partner for me. And the one thing that I will always remember was when I introduced him to my friends. This was probably a couple of months later. One of my friends pulled me aside and she said, I really like him. And I just want you to know that I think you are more than anyone else. With him, you are yourself. He allows you to be yourself. And he just accepts you as you are. And I realized that she was absolutely right, that I had felt no desire to try to be what I thought he wanted me to be. I was 100% what was comfortable for me. And because of that, being with my husband has allowed me to pursue all the things I wanted to pursue in my life. I was able to go for it when I wanted to quit my job because I'm being me. And the more comfortable I was with who I am, the more I was able to do the things I wanted to do in my life. And having this person behind me who just accepted me 100% for who I was a big part of that. So how does this fit your diet? How does this concept that I've been thinking about? And I think given that it's International Women's Day, this is such an appropriate topic, right? But it also relates to our food and our diets, because when I had to change my diet, it was very much a similar thought process. I thought, I am someone who loves rich foods. I am someone who loves these other foods that I've been eating my whole life. I love a glass of wine with dinner. I love my coffee in the morning. All these things that I felt I couldn't give up. But it was the shift in my thinking about them that allowed me ultimately to do that, to begin to understand two things: that there are assets and there's a certain appeal to this other diet that I hadn't thought about before, just as there was with the engineer husband, right? So these foods have their own positive attributes and are tasty in their own way and delicious in their own way. But also the other thing, the thing that my friend commented on, is true with the food too. It allows me to be who I truly am by eating foods that support my best health and support my clearest thinking and support my longevity and allow me to have the most physical flexibility and strength and all the things I want in life to do what I want to do. Eating this way actually allows me to reach my potential so much more than eating the other way ever did. You know, when I would eat all my favorite foods or throw a dinner party and have 7-layer buttercream cakes and 2 bottles of wine during the evening and all the things I thought I loved so much, I'd wake up the next day and half of my Saturday or my Sunday would be wasted just recovering from the night before, right? I'd feel bloated. I'd have a hangover. I'd have a headache. I wouldn't have energy. Maybe I'd break out and I wouldn't go out with my friends the next day because I didn't look good, whatever it was. That doesn't happen with this diet. So that's the thing that I would have you think about. If you're feeling like you could never change the way you eat, understand that it just starts here with the decision that, yes, I am going to seek out and recognize what is positive about this new way of eating and also what's negative about the old way of eating. And once I appreciate what's so good about it, that will draw me more and more to it. And then ask yourself that question: does the way I'm eating allow me to be 100% who I'm meant to be? Does the food that I put in my mouth support me and my full potential 100%? And if the answer is no, then you want to ask yourself, why am I still eating that way? That doesn't support my best health and my full potential. Because you deserve to reach that full potential and you deserve to be 100% of what you're capable of. So as a woman today, I'm sending that message because I think women, more so than men, tend to suppress their potential, tend to suppress being what they are meant to be or what they're capable of being. And I want you to get everything that is possible for you in your life, everything good that you can get. So I hope that's helpful. Please do let me know if this struck a chord with you, or if you have any comments about it, or if you have anything else that you'd like to add to the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. You can put a comment below and let me know. And if you'd like to get more from me every single week, I send out an email Sunday mornings with all kinds of articles, recipes, and ideas around these concepts of how we can stick with our healthy eating and ways to make it easier for you. So if you'd like to get on that list, it's at rickiheller.com/subscribe. All right, everybody, I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you next time. I'm just going to quickly check if there are any comments here. Would love to hear from you. And I know there's a delay, so let me just take a second to look and see if anything comes up. And then if not, I will see you guys next time. Now, I think Facebook doesn't like to show me the comments while I'm still live. So, all right, thanks for listening today, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.